Hello and welcome to my FIFA 13 Leicester Career Mode Episode 1. Yes, Leicester, not Liverpool. I gotta be honest, this Liverpool career is pissing me off. So many things have gone wrong in the past few days. To start off with, I've got a shitloads of gameplay, got a few hours worth of gameplay. I've gone in to try and edit episode 3, where I play Arsenal, and halfway through the match something's gone completely wrong with the clip, and every time I try and play the clip halfway through the match it freezes my editing software, so I can't get the rest of the game. And it's like I don't want to have to upload a video where mid-game I have to cut to the main career menu and say, sorry about that guys, the result of the game was so and so and this player scored. I mean, I don't want to have to do that. If I have to I will, but I want to try and sort it out. So I guess this is the main reason I'm starting this Leicester career mode, because for the time being I'm just not going to be able to get frequent episodes of Liverpool career mode up, and to be honest it's annoying. It's just annoying as hell. I mean that's not the only factor. I mean, I know you guys have only seen in episode 2 the one game against West Brom, but I've been playing like shit and I've not been playing well. I've been conceding every single game. I don't know if I've kept a clean sheet yet. Like, I don't know. I've tried a couple of formations, I've tried a couple of different players in a couple of different positions, but I can't get anything right. I'm not playing well. I'm losing games that I should be winning, and it's just pissing me off. I'm not enjoying playing with it. I don't know if I'm not enjoying it because maybe how I played in real life is just as bad as I'm playing on the game, and it's just getting to me. But yeah, that's the main reason for me starting this Leicester career mode. And Leicester, yeah, a championship side. I wanted to try something different, like not start at the top tier. I'd like to kind of work my way up. I know it's only championship and it's like maybe one season and you could be back in the Premier League, but I wanted to start where I'm not at the top level. I wanted to kind of build a team to get to a really competitive stage where we could compete in the Premier League and hopefully stay up. And Leicester, of all championship teams, pretty much, guys, they had one of the biggest budgets, so that is my only reasoning behind choosing Leicester over anyone else. We started off with, I think it was 6.5 million, which is, like, for a championship team, that's a great budget, but we only had a £4,000 wage budget, so I had to edit things a bit, and I think I ended up having 5.5 million and something like an 18,000 wage budget, which is still really strong for a championship side. And I gotta be honest, I got some absolute bargains. I've built a really nice team, and I've played a few games already, and I'm really enjoying it already. So for the time being, my main focus is going to be this Leicester career mode. Although, don't get me wrong, I'm going to keep doing the Liverpool career mode, but I don't know, I might take a break for a week and just focus on this Leicester. It'll just be slower if anything, but hopefully you guys enjoy this career mode and that's good enough. I mean, I'm talking to a real minority right now anyway. Maybe 5 people have viewed my first 2 career mode videos. If you're watching this and you haven't, feel free to check out my channel, go and watch them, see what you think. Despite me having a bit of a rant here, they are still I'm pretty pleased for my first 2 other YouTube videos. I think I've done pretty well for myself, and I talked a lot, and I haven't talked a lot about this career, which I apologise for. But for the whole focus of this episode, as you can see in the title, is transfers. And, like, you guys can pretty much see exactly what's going on. So I don't think I need to focus that much on it. Obviously, I'll try and get more into it now. I finished my rant. I apologise for that. But yeah, Leicester City, In the Championship, we got a real nice budget, and we signed some really nice players. This guy, Tony Vilhena, what a player! 17, he's already a 66. We offer him, and they're tiny wages to pay for a really nice player that looks like potentially could be a really good player. And then I don't know how to pronounce that dude, but wow, I think he had something like 89 strength, and he's like 89 strength, he's 6'4", and he's pacey as hell for a centre back. I think he had something like 74 acceleration, 76 sprint speed, which I know it doesn't sound great, but for a centre back, you're not going to get an awful lot of centre backs that young, that strong, and that tall that have that kind of pace. We stalled on that. I can't remember his name. We stalled on that left back deal because I think we're going to check it out now. I was choosing between two, and I just couldn't choose between them. There you go, Opara and Gaspar. I mean, obviously Opara has the pace, but Gaspar as a player, he seemed a lot more solid. He had a lot less red stats, but you guys will see in a minute who I choose. I only chose one, I rejected the other, and of course it had to be the pacey right back. 21 is a 68, and that's an absolute steal. 700,000 for a player with that pace, and he's that young. I was very happy with that deal. Yeah, you can see I have a huge shortlist. It took me about an hour to draw up this shortlist. Obviously, I've got about 3 or 4 players for each position. Obviously, I'll only be getting the one. Maybe in the main positions like striker, centre mid, centre back. I might go for 2, but I just wanted to keep my options open. It took a hell of a long time to draw up this shortlist, and I think I've done a really good job. I've found some real gems. This guy, for instance, 19 is a 71, and he has insane pace. I think he has something like 92 acceleration, 89 sprint speed. So someone that young with that pace going at that price, I couldn't say no. Yeah, there you go, they have his stats. New signing arriving, that must be the Opara, I don't know. Contract offer accepted from Vilhena, and this guy, very happy to have him on the team. He's really, really solid all-round player. For a 17-year-old as well, I was massively impressed. And we reject Gaspar there. Now we have Opare. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, to be honest. I'm gonna call him Opare. Maybe I'm wrong. A loan offers. Yeah, we had a lot of useless players who I just couldn't sell because they had all recently joined, and I think there was 5 or 6 who I desperately wanted to get rid of. The likes of that 16-year-old who was like a 46. I just want to get rid of these players. They're dead wood in my team. I'm not going to play them, but I couldn't. They've only recently arrived, so I had to send a few out on loan. But I guess it takes money off the wage bill, frees up a bit of money for transfers. And yeah, I was a bit disappointed with. I mean, I put a hell of a lot of players up for the transfer list, but I was a bit disappointed with how many transfer offers we got. We only got 3 or 4, and we really didn't raise an awful lot of money. So that 5.5 million, which we started with, was really all we had to work with for like pretty much the majority of the transfer window. Whilst I'm recording this, I haven't actually come to the end of the transfer window yet, so I haven't done deadline day. Hopefully, a few offers will come in, and I think, have we just signed a new player? I think we just signed that left winger I was talking about. I promise I'll learn the names, just because I haven't got a clue who they are right now. Yeah, you've been frimponged. You can see it there on the transfer list. Haven't put in a bid in yet, but who knows, if a bit of money frees up. Obviously we've already signed centre mid in Vilhena, and I'm really happy. We have some good young centre mids in the team to start off with anyway, to be honest. We have Drink Water. Yes, that's someone's name. Nice one, parents. We had someone else who's like 23 and he's a 70. So midfield wise, we are pretty solid. I think I just took a few people off the shortlist there. I had an awful lot of players. Oh yeah, here we go, the Alex Martinez saga. We do need a left back. I mean, We have two at the moment. One is like some 18-year-old who's only like 56 or something like that, and then we have Paul Konchesky, who's, I mean, he's 70 now, but he's getting on, and I can see him declining rapidly. So we actually offer Paul Konchesky in that deal with 350,000, and I was hoping that would be enough. And here came to my striking dilemma. I had shortlisted, shortlisted a hell of a lot of strikers, and I couldn't choose for the life of me which one to choose. Choose for the life of me which. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I know what I'm talking about. As you can see, we had some really nice pacey strikers. That I can't read it. I've got a tiny screen to look at. That Borven guy, I think it was. He's got 80 sprint speed, but he's a big guy. He's like 6'2", I think it was, and he had some really nice overall stats. But as you can see, we decided to go with Sally because he has some insane pace. He's only 19, and I could get him on the cheap. I think I put in something like an 800,000 bid. I don't know, something like that. I think here we finally go in to sort our team. I gotta say, I didn't expect to have such a strong team when I actually came into the career mode. We have two really good right wingers. So right wing's not a problem for me. I don't have to dive into the transfer market to look for one of them. We have Knockout, that's the guy. I think he's 20 and he's already a 71, so no problems there. And as a backup, we've also got some other guy who's like a 68 and he's 20 as well. So we didn't have to look for anyone there. We have some good backup players. Like now that our left winger signed, at least I think he signed. Dye can go onto the bench. King, that was the guy. Oh, he's a 69, but he's a solid player to have on a team, definitely. We take off Drinkwater for Vilhena, I want to say. There you can see Paul Konchesky, who I was talking about before. William Barbio, that's the guy. The guy's insane, a 71 overall at 19. He can go on the left wing instead of Dyer. I gotta be honest, I really like the team that I've built. I'm not trying to sound big-headed, guys, but the players I've bought, I don't think... Obviously, you guys haven't seen like everyone who I've bought quite yet, but I don't think I've ever had a career where everybody who I have bought in one single transfer window I've really enjoyed playing with, and every single one that I've played with I'm really over the moon with them, because each one they stand out for me, particularly that centre back. I think it's Araujo. So this that unpronounceable name you can see in there in your screen, as we win our first friendly of the game 3-1 at Horsens, interesting name, and we get that transfer offer accepted for Alex Martinez, which is absolutely fantastic. We can get rid of Paul Konchesky because, quite frankly, he's just not going to do it. He's going to start declining. I'd rather sell him off now while he's still worth something. And then we can... Oh no, they didn't accept. We tried to get Edgar Sally. We had it. Sorry, I can't talk right now. We had to offer the 1 million. They didn't think 800,000 was fair, I guess. Second game against Lille, so a strong French club. We got a 0-0 draw. Kept a clean sheet. I'm happy with that. But Alex Martinez declines our contract. What a son of a bitch. We went back. I think we offered him 6,000 as well as a 5% clean sheet bonus and an important first team member. Yeah, important first team player. Mad not to accept that. That's a really nice contract, and hopefully we will have him before the start of the season. As you can see, Monaco do accept our bid for Sally, and we offer him £4,000 and 4 years, exactly what I was asking for. Hopefully we're really starting to build a nice team now. We've got it's solid as it is, but with these additions I think we are definitely competing for that championship title. Another 4-1 win. We remain undefeated in our pre-season. And is that another... Oh, transfer offer unacceptable. Who's that for? Oh, I don't even know who that's for, I'm sorry. But another contract decline from Sally. So these guys were getting greedy. They wanted a lot of money, and at this rate I was only going to be able to sign one of them. I didn't actually have the money to... I wasn't able to afford both of them. Yeah, there you go. the wage budget was looking really slim at the moment. So I think I actually had to go into the transfer budget allocation thing, came back, I was able to offer him his £6,000 a week, 10% per goal, which is a lot, but I really wanted this guy. He has pretty nice stats for a young guy, and his pace is insane. And then we had a training injury. I don't think it was one that affected us, so we just left it. But again, this greedy man, Alex Martinez, we offered him 6,000 before at 5%, so we had to up it to a £7,000 a week, 10% per clean sheet. And if he didn't accept this, I'm going to give up on this guy. I'm not paying that much for a guy he looks good, but he's not worth what he's asking. And there you go, Edgar Sarli signed, finally, a player with really nice potential. Actually, that's one thing I want to talk about. I hate seeing other YouTubers use these player potential sites where they apparently tell you what player is gonna get to like 90 or what's the maximum potential they can get to in career mode, because more often than not these sites are completely bullshit. They're wrong essentially. Like I don't know what Joe Hart's potential is. I think it was something like an 88. A previous career of mine, I got him to a 93. Luis Suarez, potential of 88, I got him to a 90. These sites are wrong, and it I don't know, it pisses me off to see YouTubers like either reject a player because they think, oh, he looks good now, but he hasn't got the potential, he's only potential of 78, so I'm not going to get him. Or they see it, and then they see a guy like, oh, well, yeah, he's shit, sure, but the site says he's got a potential of 90, so I'm going to get him. It's like, no, don't do that. These sites are wrong. You're probably just wasting your money. Like, if the player looks good, buy the player. Don't go to a site which is changing all the time, because you're getting these squad updates anyway. The players are always changing. How can you possibly determine what he's going to get to? Just buy the player. If you like the look of him, buy him. Don't go and check these sites. I'm not going to base my shortlist on a site which, for the most part, is wrong anyway. Sorry, another little rant there, but like how there's so many different factors that can determine how far a player will grow to and how quickly he'll grow. I mean, it's like how often you play him, how well he's playing, like what level of opponent you're playing at. There's so many different factors that this site that people use can't determine. How can they possibly determine that? So I don't know, it just winds me up to see other YouTubers determine who they're gonna buy. Like, this guy's got a potential of 85, we'll get him. It's like, you don't know that. If he looks good, then fine, he might get to 85, and yeah, you made a good choice, but don't base like your whole like transfer strategy around this stupid website. It pisses me off. I'm sorry. We do a quick squad report here, and look at this guy, Daniel Opare. He's already gone up 2. He's worth, I think that says 1.6, I can't quite read it. But wow, we bought this guy for 700,000. His pace has improved even more. Arajo, I don't know what it says, but he's now got a strength of 90. So these players have bought have some really nice stats. Vilhena has gone up 1, and look at that. Yellows across the board, a couple of greens, yeah, a couple of reds, but he looks a really solid player. Drinkwater's already gone up 2. He's young, he's 22, as a 68. I'm definitely going to keep him in the team. He looks like a really helpful player. And this is the player I was talking about before, Knockhart. He's at 72 now. I think that said he was only 20. He has some nice stats. He's like pretty pacey for a winger, so that's not a problem. Obviously, just there we had William Barbio. What a player. And this is again what I mean, Ben Marshall on the right wing. The right wing we are sorted for, no doubt about it. Centre mid we're pretty strong as well. I forgot that guy's name, but he was a 70 already. That's why I must have got confused before. But yeah, this is the end of the episode. Join me next time for when we will kick off the start of the season. I'm sorry guys. If you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like, and until next time, bye bye.